Every year, thousands of students leave home to go to university, leaving everything they know behind.
Definitely not, more or less because this is what I wanted, more independence and just a space and a routine that I can create on my own.
Not really. I come from a small town, so there wasn't much there, so it's kind of like, if you stay there, there's not much to do, so I kind of had to move out to learn more and kind of expand.
Was it hard leaving your family?
Yeah. Uh, just weird being on your own and having to look after yourself instead of having someone there.
Yes, very, because I am an only child, and before this, the longest I had ever really been away from home was sleepaway camp, which was for 2 weeks. I just love my family a lot, and being away from them, even though I'm only like 2 hours away, is very hard sometimes. But we live in the age of technology, so it's easy to just, if I want to call my mom or my grandparents up, so that makes it easier. Also, I've made a lot of really, really great friends, so they kind of stave off the homesickness and make it a home away from home.
For me personally, it wasn't too difficult. I'd kind of known for a long time that I wanted to move away from home. I actually moved very far away from home, about halfway across the country. It was kind of just a sort of scenario where I knew I didn't want to be where I was growing up, and I wanted to experience new things. So yeah, it wasn't too difficult.
It was not hard coming to university because it was nice to have my own freedoms, make my own choices, do what I want when I want to do it, which I did not always have at home. And as well as that, I made a bunch of friends very quickly when I got here, and that helped a lot.
Okay.
There are hundreds of schools across Canada, so I asked several students why they chose Brock.
I chose Brock because they have a pretty good business program, and the location is really pretty.
Okay, so funny story. I'm a dramatic arts student, and I didn't know that Brock even had a dramatic arts program until I went to one of the Ontario University's fairs that they had at the Toronto Convention Centre. My mom went to Brock, and I only really checked it out specifically because she wanted to go see how the school had changed, and when I told them that this was the field I wanted to go into, they just surprised me with the fact that they had a whole building dedicated to the arts that they'd built recently. And then I finally got to tour it, and it's beautiful, the facilities are amazing, and I was really impressed also just with the whole campus, the area that it's in. I just liked it a lot more than the Toronto universities that I was considering going to, because most of the arts are, up there. And it's not that I don't like the city, it's just I don't think I could live there. And this is just a much better environment.
So I chose Brock because I heard about the sport management program back in grade 10. I took a tour of the campus in grade 11 and immediately just sort of fell in love with it. Thought it was a great place, a lot of opportunities. It seemed like a really, tight-knit community. So yeah, I sort of just knew right away that this is where I wanted to be.
I have two. First off, do your homework. It'll help you. You won't feel like you're drowning at the end of the semester. And also, try your best to not be scared, because everything seems really scary, but it's not too bad.
I think the biggest piece of advice would be to just go out and try new things. Just things that you haven't done before just randomly come up, such as like your friend saying, hey, let's go try this thing, or hey, I'm signing up for this, want to come join me? Just kind of take that step to try new things and find new things you like.
Budget your time. It's a very good idea. Start things in advance, if not the night before. Even if it's just doing the readings or doing some of the research that you need to do for a paper, even having just a small bit of it in advance before you start writing, it's It's really just about not leaving everything about the last minute because while it might have gotten me through a bunch of stuff in high school, it's so much harder to do that in university.
Just go out and make friends and try to experience as much as possible because it will be worth it in the end.
The biggest piece of advice I'd have is just get involved. Do as much as you can. Jump in head first, and don't be afraid to put yourself out there.
Students also have to deal with personal issues, things like staying on schedule and mental health issues.
Yes. It's mostly just personal struggles of like mental health because it's hard adjusting to the workload. And it's not that there aren't people I can talk to, there are services available. I'm just very bad at asking for help. I don't know why.
Nothing major. I found the transition to be pretty easy. I've really sort of been independent all through high school, so I think that really helped. Even in my schooling, I've always been kind of an independent worker, so that was good too. I'd say that the biggest difficulty is just like becoming acclimated to a new environment, just meeting a whole bunch of new people, probably the biggest thing.
I have one terrible math class, and that's the only thing I'm worried about these days. I was ready. I was good and ready.
I think the biggest thing is just kind of organizing things and figuring out what I need to do for myself. Just kind of simple things like, oh, I'm running out of groceries, I need to get some groceries, or hey, I need to do laundry, just kind of getting used to life on my own.
There have been times where I've felt a little lonely. As well, classes can be really, really rough, especially not having anyone in my program on the floor that I'm really close with. That's it, I'd say.
Okay.